Calling them hogs. From Gainesville up to Lexington to the Titan Tiger Land, nobody does it like Thom Abraham.
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
Testosterone high today.
Yeah, Tom's a man, he's got the plan, he's really got it made. What a wife he's got, she's smoking hot, check out the junkyard babe. When everything is said and done, no one can beat his show. He's a high-tech redneck, Tony Soprano. If you love sports without the fluff, he's got the master plan. Cause nobody does it like Thom Abraham, yeah.
I guess I'm on here, am I on? Can somebody respond?
Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to a Hump Day Christmas show in the doghouse. And since we have our Christmas festive for you today, and this is our final show of the week, it may feel like maybe I should be playing football music. Maybe I should be leading the show with the classic Monday Night Football theme. But today it's all Christmas music, which means I get to play one of my all-time holiday favorites to start things off.
Pinky rings always glistening. Cadillacs are getting christened. Not a hair out of place or a car in his space. Christmas in a Guido Wonderland. Going away is Bobby Sneakers, and coming home is Tony B-Bass. He got a Janelli suit on, he's been gone for so long. Christmas in a Guido Wonderland. The electric beach in the winter keeps it so tan. It's the only way that we stay golden brown. Broads, as if you're married, you say no, man. We gotta go out of here and there all over town. In restaurants, yeah, we conspire and watch for feds that's wearing a wire. Rats, they try to invade this life that we made. Christmas in a Guido Wonderland. In the middle, we'll be digging holes, man.
It's just a classic.
They'll pretend that they ain't seen them around. Right. Till one day when they get the call that, oh man, they gotta move them cause they're building a new house. And when it snows, we're still a grilling. The hottest toys, we're making a killing. Where the coppers get paid, with the life that we made. Christmas in a Guido Wonderland. And I was singing that note. What are you, crazy?
I'm just telling a story over here. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Again, just like with the 1970 Monday Night Football song, you'll hear things on this show that you won't hear anywhere else. You know what I mean? It's just like that. You will not hear that anywhere else. That has to come directly from the Big Dog Productions studio. I got a little bit more for you, but that has to come directly from the studio. And I got to be honest with you, it just gets me choked up every time. So that sets the mood for our Christmas show. Phone lines are open. Feel free to jump in, 256-576-4977. And you're going to need to jump in because I left room for you today. You can also text the show, 732-9TA-SHOW, 732-982-7469. It's a great way to communicate with us. My Twitter feed, at Thom Abraham Show. Station's feed is at 97.7 ESPN. We are on the Twitch and the Facebook at 97.7 ESPN. You can watch the show there as well. You can watch on our YouTube channel at 97.7 ESPN, The Zone. Like and subscribe there. Go to 97.7ESPN.com for links to all of that. And while you're at it, get the app. There you find a link to Zone 2, 3, and 4 as well. Our alternate streaming channels for more great programming. Because we got Alabama basketball, which I wish we didn't have last night. The heck was that? UAH basketball. Plus the amazing Havoc 19-1-1. We got high school basketball action coming up next week with the City Classic. We got 20 bowl games that are going on. I mean, my gosh. Naturally, we have to have all these channels because we are your home for everything. As I said, I left plenty of room for you in the show. There's just one guest today. Kevin Rogers, VegasInsider.com in just a few minutes. The rest is wide open for you to get in. I want to hear about your favorite Christmas gifts ever, whether they're sports-related or not. From when you were a kid. Something, what do you remember? Something you might remember from back in the day. Plus, we have this Christmas Fecta for you. If you get this Christmas Fecta right, you get Champy's Chicken and a pair of tickets to an upcoming Havoc game. Did I mention the Havoc are 19-1-1 through 21 games? And they have a 4-point lead in the SPHL. They should have like a 15-point lead. Quad City's pretty good, too. You are also playing for points on the Grand Trifecta Big Board through the Super Bowl. The winner will get 4 tickets to the TOC Sports Ice Suite, hosted by me and the Junkyard Babe, plus Grizz, and who knows, maybe even Andrea. You never know. I got to meet her last night at Nick's for our company Christmas dinner, and what a delightful young lady. I mean, if Grizz doesn't screw this up, she might be around for that night in February or March at the Hockey Barn. You never know. Could happen. All right, your Christmas Fecta. Let me give it to you. We start with the 49ers.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
That's an homage to last night at Nick's. For those of us that had the cannoli. Some had the gelato. I had the cannoli. We were like, what's that line from the movie? I go, what do you mean, what's that line from the movie? Are you kidding me?
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
Greatest line ever. They are minus 3.5. I hope that's right on the image. Minus. They're 3.5-point favorites in Nashville.
We are the Tigers.
That's tomorrow night, by the way. So can't wait till the weekend to get your picks in. All right. On Christmas Day, the Browns.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
You are a factory of sadness!
Look, I've done it. I did the math. I didn't do the math. FPI did the math at 538.com. FPI, if the Browns, all they got to do is win at the Packers, win at the Steelers on Monday Night Football in Ben Roethlisberger's last game in Heinz Field, no biggie, and then beat Cincinnati at home. If the Browns do those 3 things, if they win out, they win the division. So
you're telling me there's a chance?
They get 7.5 on the frozen tundra.
If you look at this play, what we're trying to get is a seal here and a seal here and try to run this play in the alley.
Might be weather there. The Buffalo by God Bills.
It's butt cold out here.
Oh, God, is it cold up there. I'm so glad I'm not up there. They get 2.5 in the rematch at the Patriots.
I mean, look, Thom did a great job, and he's a tough guy. We all know that.
Thank you. He's talking about me, right? I think is he talking about me?
I just can't take it anymore.
No, I guess he is talking about me then. And in our tiebreaker, the
Houston, we have a problem.
Not the Houston Texans, the Houston Cougars. They get 2.5 in Birmingham against Brian Harsin and the Auburn Tigers.
Go compete in pickleball if you want to.
War Eagle.
Last time till next fall that you get to hear the War Eagle. War Eagle fans. The Philadelphia Eagles are now squarely in the playoff race after rushing for over 200 yards last night and beating the WFT. The final spot in the NFC is going to really a pretty bad team. Minnesota, Philly, and the Saints are all 7-7. The Vikes are in the 7-hole right now. But based on remaining schedule, FPI actually gives the Saints the best shot at that final spot. This is all going to go down to the final weekend. In the AFC, seeds 4 through 8 are all 8-6. 5, 8, and 6 teams. The Bills are holding on to the final spot with the Ravens, the first team out. Baltimore's at Cincinnati this week. They're both 8-6. Baltimore jumps into the division lead. They go from 8 to 4 if they win that game. The Bills are at the Patriots. And I told you what the situation is with the Browns. If they win out, they win the division. I'm sorry, it's the facts. So what if the Falcons beat Detroit, Buffalo, and the Saints and finish 9-8? If the Falcons beat Detroit, Buffalo, and the Saints and finish 9-8, their chances of getting into the playoffs go to 21%. They're 2% right now. They go to 21%, so it's not really good. You might want to tank for the better draft position. I mean, the worst thing to be in the NFL is a 500 team. Out of the playoffs and in the middle of the draft. And you know who won't be 500? The Seattle Seahawks. Losers last night to the Rams. And for the first time in 10 years, Seattle will have a losing record. And it's the first time Russell Wilson will have more than 7 losses. Over there in the little glass room, playing the platters that matter and the stacks of wax and all the Christmas music we could stand today, except for the ones that I have, my specials. Coach Chris.
Who in the blue hell are you? What is your name? Detective. It doesn't matter what your name is.
I'm the producer of this show. If I didn't step up, you're nowhere. I put this thing together out of spit and polish.
I think this is one of the traits of a really good producer. Keep the talent happy.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. That Tom? Hey, Tom.
Testosterone high today. Testosterone, whatever the f*** it is.
It really doesn't matter what you think. All right? It really doesn't matter what you say.
Any of you play sports?
How you doing today?
Doing just fine. And yes, last night was great. Great time at Nick's Ristorante. Once again, thank you to Tom Chapman and the staff over there. Nick Mike. Nick Mikes is a great guy. I mean, I can't say enough about that guy. He's been a big part of my life, to be honest with you. Not only have you and this radio station been a big part, but that was like one of my first couple of jobs, and Nick had given me a lot of opportunities. Actually, kind of gave me the opportunity to kind of come here. First, kind of said some good words to Mike and everybody around here. And
I thought you meant because he fired you. Or
that too. He's done that multiple times. So I've been fired from Nick's twice. So and I've been back and helped many times. So
that's cool. You know what? It's such a cool place.
I get invited to the Christmas parties.
It's what's cool about Nick's is. It starts out like, okay, it's a restaurant in a strip plaza, right? I mean, you pull in.
Yeah.
It's a restaurant in a strip plaza.
Yeah.
And I have been in a lot of Italian restaurants. I'm talking about it in places like authentic Italian restaurants in Philadelphia, New York City.
I've been to Italy.
You've been to Italy. So you open the door, you go in there, and you completely forget that you're in a restaurant in a strip plaza.
Yeah, it's really nice, classy joint.
It's got a small dining room.
Yeah.
With just 8 or 10 or 12 tables, whatever it is. It reminds me of a walk-up in Philadelphia. You feel like you're in a big city little Italian restaurant, a little Italy Italian restaurant. Then you go through to the other side. They got the cigar bar, the aromas. Now I'm a cigar fan, so the aromas of the cigars and everything. I love it. I mean, I love that. I love it.
It's great.
And you could smell. I mean, I went in the bathroom. I went to the bathroom twice during the night, and in the bathroom you could just smell the aromas of the wonderful cigars. I mean, these are not like Swisher Sweets. You know what I mean? These are good cigars. I mean, this is good stuff. And it had me jonesing. I'll be honest with you, I was jonesing for a cigar last night. I may hit a cigar when we get done with the show. And
very nice.
I got a bunch of
classy
stuff to do this afternoon. I may
Glass
hit a
of scotch.
cigar on the porch. I may do that. So Nick's was fantastic.
Yeah. No, what's cool about the cigar thing, to kind of speak on the cigar thing real quick, cool thing about the cigar thing, if you do go there, he does have a humidor that had like a little small humidor that does have cigars in there, and you can give $5 for a cigar, and it actually goes towards some money, and he sends cigars and stuff like that to certain troops.
I thought those were humidors. I thought like those were like owned by people.
No. He does have those. He does have personal ones that you can purchase, including the Mafia Club and all that other stuff. Yeah. But there's actually a box over that keeps a bunch of cigars, and you can actually grab one and smoke one throughout the night, and you just pay $5 or just whatever money you can give, donations. It's basically a donation, and he
feels
gives.
like it should be downtown somewhere, though, doesn't it? It feels like
it does.
Should be like
He's
Clinton.
Trust me, we've talked to him many
downtown.
times, but he loves his location. He doesn't live far from. He doesn't live far from Nick's.
Who? Chapman or Nick?
Nick and Thom. Like Thom doesn't. Thom lives in the area too as well. Like they're everybody's pretty much homegrown, or has lived here for a long time, and it's just it's just a nice family restaurant. I mean, it really is. Even though you have to be 19 and older to get in there, so I have to reiterate. I have to say that again multiple times because people don't understand that. So you do have to be 19 and older.
You need to look up Buddy Hackett because you don't know who Buddy Hackett is. I want you to. I'm going to talk to Wolverine Dan right now, and I want you to look up Buddy Hackett because I'm telling you, Tom Chapman looks just like Buddy Hackett. But you got to be old enough to know who the hell Buddy Hackett was. Give me, who knows who Wolverine Dan knows Buddy Hackett.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Okay, yeah.
Does he not look like Buddy Hackett?
I don't know if Tom agreed, but
he looks like Buddy. Wolverine Dan, what's going on?
All right, I'm going to try to do Buddy Hackett. I'll try. What are you talking about? Yeah.
He looks like a young Buddy Hackett, not old Buddy Hackett. He looks like a young Buddy Hackett because he had a Christmas hat on. Should I be wearing my Christmas hat today?
You know the other guy I like?
Yeah, I don't have one.
You like it. This guy would insult everybody, Don Rickles. So he's the best.
Oh, God, I love Don Rickles. I love that guy so much. Remember the Dean Martin roasts with Don Rickles?
I do.
Oh, my God.
I do. I love him.
Yeah. Well, they had a thing about Dean Martin. He's a very interesting human being. Dean made cool look cool.
Well, the whole Rat Pack. You know what I mean? I mean, Dean, I don't know how Joey Bishop got into Rat Pack, though. That's what never made sense to me.
Yeah.
It's like Gene, Dino, and Frank. Yeah, I mean, those guys were, like, brutally cool.
Yeah.
And Sammy, and then Joey Bishop. What the hell? How did Joey Bishop get – I guess somebody has to be the designated driver or something. I don't know. I don't know how Joey Bishop
Yeah, that's probably – yeah, with those guys, you betcha. Hey,
Peter
listen, a couple things. First up – yeah, that's right, Peter Lawford. Anyway, I'll tell you a couple things before we get off the air here. Nothing like an Italian restaurant. I was just in Babylon, Long Island, and Mama's, a place called Mama's, delicious. Unbelievable. Now, with that said, I wanted to touch on some things. First off, I just got done knocking out a serious hour workout in 45 minutes. I was on fire, Tom. I had to get on the show. I wanted to talk to you before Christmas, so I busted some stones to get it done, man. I'm burning right now, but I'm loving it. But with that said, my friend, I am not going to miss my old house because Wall Triana for over 2 years has been under construction. And Tom, guess what? It looks like they're going to finish next week. So all this time I've been in this traffic, I'm going to be moving out of that.
Let me tell you something. I had to go. I by mistake last night at about 4:30 went to the Academy Sports on on 72 there in Madison, and it was I got off at a 565 at the Research Park, and it was straight flat gridlock for 5 miles from on 72. I thought there must have been a major accident. There was nothing. It was nothing. It was wall to wall red lights, and then I turn around and go from there to go to Nick's Restaurante. I turn around, I get back on a 565, and then when I go to get off at South Parkway, it's like 5:30, and I get to the South Parkway ramp to go on South Parkway, and that was stopped. I mean, just absolutely, and there was no reason for it. Everybody is stopped. And you know what the problem is? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go on a rant right now. I don't want to do this, but I got to. The people going on the ramp to the South Parkway, off of the 565 to the South Parkway, they stop. So about every 5th car stops to merge with the traffic that's coming around. You have your own lane. You do not have to stop when you get on South Parkway from the ramp, okay? You go, what you do is you stay in your lane, you go straight, and then you merge. But they sit there. One idiot out of every 5 cars comes to a complete stop, and they wait for a gap, an opening of the people coming from North Parkway. And it's like, what the hell are you stopped for? All right.
Ginger's going to be hitting that traffic at 5 o'clock because she's moving from Madison to here, and we're downtown.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
Huntsville ain't much better, my friend.
I didn't realize it. I didn't realize that it had gotten so – we have gotten so big that there is that much traffic. I mean, I'm glad I live out in the country.
So big for a 2-lane road.
Yeah, we have outgrown our infrastructure. This reminds me of Nashville 5 years ago.
565 is like, I mean, like 565 is like what 90, 91. I think that's sometime around that time.
565 from where you get on.
Yeah.
If you're heading west at 5 o'clock.
Fairly young.
At 565, if you're heading west at 5 o'clock from Research Park.
Yeah.
It is.
Good luck.
It is completely stopped. Completely stopped.
Man, just one wreck on the Parkway and you're done.
Yeah.
I got a little sports trivia, and then I'll do the trifecta and then wish everybody Merry Christmas. We just won, speaking of Michigan, won the top offensive line in the country. It's called the Joe Moore Award. How about that, Alabama? You don't got that.
Yeah, we had it last year. Alabama had it last year, and they've had it like 5 times. You know, they ought to just change it to the Crimson Tide Award because they've won it so many times.
Yeah, but we broke all that, so that means we're that team that's going to shock the world. Now, with that said, I'll do the trifecta.
All right, 49ers get our -3.5 at the Titans.
I'll take that Nashville team.
We are the Titans.
The Browns get 7.5 at the Packers.
No, I think the Packers want the first number 1 seed, so I think Pack's going to take that.
What the hell's going on out here?
The Bills get 2.5 at the Patriots.
I'll take the Patriots.
I just can't take it anymore.
And in our tiebreaker, the Houston Cougars, that's a college team in the American Conference, the Houston Cougars get 2.5 against Auburn in the Birmingham Bowl.
No, I'll take War Eagle. So,
War Eagle.
In closing, everybody, not just because of Christmas, but anytime you can get a chance, if you've got a little extra coin in your pocket or you got something extra of something and you see somebody that needs that, you know what? Don't have to be Christmas. Just be nice and good to people and care. That's what it's all about, isn't it, Tom?
It is. That's all. Just be kind to people. And then if they don't deserve your kindness, if they do something to you, they don't deserve your kindness, then pray for them and walk away.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. All right. With that said, Tom, Merry Christmas to your family. You too, Chad. I appreciate it. And
you as well.
We'll talk to you on the rebound.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you and your family. All right, let's get a break. When we return, Kevin Rogers, VegasInsider.com, breaks these games down for us right here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
You're listening to the Thom Abraham Show on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
This is Brent Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Heads up, sports bettors. Right now you can try VSiN All Access free for 30 days with no credit card required. Visit vsin.com/free month to sign up now.
The Armed Forces Bowl in Fort Worth tonight, 6-6 Missouri, a 6.5-point underdog against 8-4 Army. Tigers money line at +190. Black Knights at -220, 55 the over-under. Tomorrow, NFL Thursday night, the Titans at home against the 49ers. Tennessee a 3.5-point underdog at home, +160 on the money line. San Francisco -180, 44.5 the over-under. 2 games on Saturday, Christmas Day. The Browns +8 at the Packers. The Colts +1 at the Cardinals. College basketball tonight, 12th ranked Auburn at home against Murray State. The Tigers a 13-point favorite at Auburn Arena, 145 total.
I'm Trey Westerberg, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
When I chose a garage door company, I did my homework. I needed Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. They have a 5-star Google rating. I checked their reviews and liked what their customers had to say. Precision Overhead Garage Door has lifetime warranty packages. Same-day service if I call before 2 p.m. If they can't make it the same day, my service call fee the next day is waived. They did a 25-point safety inspection on the door and operator. Now that's peace of mind. Residential, commercial, and gate services. Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. Call 256-400-4500.
For over 20 years, Audio Insight has been designing and installing systems that integrate today's technology into homes and businesses all over the Tennessee Valley. At Audio Insight, they don't provide one-size-fits-all system solutions. Instead, they design your system from the ground up based on your valuable input. By working closely with you, Audio Insights can ensure that your system will meet your performance, budget, and aesthetic needs. Visit the showroom at 1229 Putman Drive off Jordan Lane and experience some of their fine products firsthand. Visit audio-insight.com to learn more.
AVIQ. Who is AVIQ? AVIQ is audiovisual the intelligent way, where we put our IQ to work for your AV needs. With more than 100 years combined experience in audio, video, and automation, our team of experts is dedicated to one thing, helping you discover technological solutions that make your home special. Once you experience a game or a movie on one of our state-of-the-art home theater systems, you may never leave the house again. AVIQ can build the entire system for you or provide the quality components if you're a do-it-yourself. But AVIQ is more than just home theater and state-of-the-art sound systems. We offer a variety of control options for home technology. Energy efficiency, heightened security, and improved quality of life are all attainable through the automation of home systems. Intuitive and user-friendly control is our main priority in designing a system that meets your needs. Don't just take our word for it. You need to see it to believe it. Come visit us at our state-of-the-art showroom on University, just east of Jim and Nick's, across from AT&T, or visit aviqhsv.com.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
A wise man once said, "If you take care of old folks and children, everything in the middle will take care of itself."
Hi, I'm Danny Aldridge, lawyer in Alabama and Tennessee. In the next 20 years, the number of those folks over 65 years of age will more than double. In our golden years, the most important goal is to be treated with dignity and have control over doing what makes you grateful with those you love. At the Aldridge Law Firm and the Legal Town Center, we're dedicated to help you with these goals, and we'll be there when life throws you those inevitable curveballs. Let us assist you with your legal needs, whatever they may be or become. You may reach us by phone at 256-534-3188 or online with Dan at danaldridgelaw.com. Just remember, we're here to help. Whether it's personal injury, wrongful death, fraud and cheat, or estate planning made complete, we're here to help.
Are you in the market for a recreational vehicle? Do you want to get out and see more of this beautiful country? Well, imagine hearing the laughter of your little ones enjoying gooey s'mores by a cozy campfire and making lasting memories with your friends and family from the comfort of a new camper. We can make your dreams come true at Hall's RV. With over 15 years in the camping business, we know how to get our customers into the perfect camper. We have several models and floor plans here for you to choose from, both new and used. We're family owned and operated with fantastic deals and great service. Everyone wants to work with people they can trust, so come on down to Hall's RV and get the deal of a lifetime. We'll treat you right and get you on the road in the camper of your dreams. Visit us on Highway 431 in Albertville. Hall's RVs, where we sell fun. Or see us on the web at www.hallsrvsales.com.
There are not many things as satisfying as going through an ordering checklist of specific options and features and then taking delivery of your dream truck or SUV. Hey, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford, and we make it easy to custom order your new Ford today and get exactly what you want. Go to WoodyAndersonFord.com and see how easy it is. Not only is there no extra cost for the custom order, but you'll get $1,000 off MSRP on top of any additional factory rebates on a 2021 F-150, Explorer, Ranger, Expedition, Escape, and even Edge. With a custom order at Woody Anderson Ford, you get the colors, the features, and the options you want, and you'll be notified when it's built, shipped, and ready for delivery. It's most likely the second largest investment you'll ever make, so why settle? Get your dream car or truck with a custom factory order today and get $1,000 off MSRP. See how at WoodyAndersonFord.com or at the corner of Jordan and Sparkman. Hope to see you soon.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
And welcome back, Thom Abraham Show.
Checking it twice.
Segment of the show is brought to you by Valley Equipment. Valley Equipment, they've got everything you need to get the job done properly. You might have a little extra time on your hands here during this holiday weekend. Yes, Saturday is Christmas, but who knows? You might be off of work like, Thursday, Friday, maybe Monday, Tuesday, and you can get some jobs done. They've got the equipment you need to get it done at Valley Equipment, locally owned, and now expanding into a second location as well. Check out Valley Equipment. All right, joining us now, a guy that does a tremendous job for VegasInsider.com, and he has a podcast up, I think that he might have done today with Dan Bach. I didn't see this when I booked Kevin Rogers for this show. I just saw it now. And you guys know Dan Bach from the time way back in the day. He was here in town on the air back at my old station right before I got here, some 15, 18 years ago, something like that. Anyway, Kevin Rogers joins us now. Kevin, welcome to the show. How are you?
Good. I'm actually doing the live stream at noon Eastern with Dan. So
okay.
We haven't taped anything yet. But yeah, I know all your guys, Schwartzman and Franz and all of them.
Oh, okay. All right, so you know all of those guys. So the Daily Insider, tell us about that deal. When do they? Is that what that is? Is that when they get to hear that one?
Yeah, it's coming up at noon. It's our live stream that we do Monday through Friday, and it's usually about like 35, 40 minutes, and just kind of look at the betting news of the day, and obviously with all the stuff going on now, everything's a question mark because everything's getting postponed or moved or whatever the case is. But when it's normal times, looking back at what happened last night and looking ahead to the day in betting.
How do you do it? I mean, right now, it's got to be so difficult to handicap. I remember, we had the Browns game against the Raiders in our Friday trifecta last week, and it opened Cleveland 6.5. It swung all the way to Vegas 3.5, and then with the delay, it went back to Cleveland 3.5. And ended up at Vegas 2.5. I mean, it's just all over the place. I know they kept refunding some of the different bets and so on. But from a handicapping standpoint, how do you deal with this? In the NBA, who the heck knows when and if they're ever going to play? The NHL now is not playing for a week. I don't know how you do it.
I mean, look, you bring up that Browns-Raiders game, and honestly, everyone talks about closing line value, all this other stuff. But you know what, though? With everything in question, and the same thing with Washington last night with Taylor Heineke. I mean, Taylor Heineke's not Joe Theismann, but he's definitely an upgrade from Garrett Gilbert. But when you look at like the Browns-Raiders game, you just got to wait. You got to wait until you get the news. And I took the under on Monday night because once I found out Baker Mayfield was out, okay, now I know Nick Mullins is playing. Now we kind of have some idea of what's going on as opposed to trying to beat the line or whatever the case is, because I'm sure you didn't want to take the Raiders +3 before the Baker Mayfield news came out, then thinking Baker Mayfield's going to play, or if he ends up getting cleared, then all of a sudden that line's going to move, and you could have got more points. So I just think in this situation with these teams under question, you look at Kansas City with Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce and the protocols, and guys can get cleared, who knows? You just got to wait. I mean, why would you try to beat this when you don't know anything about who's going to play and who's not going to play?
Well, in college football, we have the opt-outs, so we're dealing with that. I was kind of looking forward to that Pitt game against Michigan State when you're looking at Kenneth Walker III and Kenny Pickett playing, and now they're not playing in the thing. But those are opt-outs. But maybe the smartest thing that college is doing is they're not testing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're not doing a daily test. Unless you're sick.
I agree. Get the games in, get them over,
stop testing.
And your season's done.
Yeah, stop testing for people that are healthy that might have this germ, this virus somewhere inside their body when they're completely asymptomatic and they're vaccinated, and you're just testing for the hell of it. And oh, look, you got it. I mean, it's crazy. And think about the havoc that this could cause if they were to test the Final Four for college football ahead of time. God knows how many of those kids might have the thing, even if they're vaccinated.
Well, I look at the NFL especially because the NFL, if you think about it, they have not had one game canceled since. I mean, forget about the preseason. I mean, like meaningful games. They've not had one game canceled since this entire pandemic started, and they found a way to squeeze all the games in. I really think once you get to the this is my belief, Tom, that they're trying to get through the next 3 weeks, lop off half the teams that get eliminated from the playoffs. That first weekend, you get rid of 6 more teams, regardless of what happens. Their season's done. And now you're down to, 8 teams the rest of the way. get through that. You get to a Bucs-Patriots Super Bowl, you're telling me Tom Brady tests positive, you're not going to have him play in the Super Bowl? Like, you're telling me that? You're going to ruin this whole thing? I just think that the NFL is just trying to get through this. The NBA and NHL are in kind of different situations because they have such a long way to go. I think the NHL did the right thing by pulling out of the Olympics and using those 3 weeks in February to make up these games and get the season back on track. But as far as college football goes, I mean, yes, you want Alabama and Cincinnati and Georgia, Michigan to be fine as far as like have their top players out there, not have anything happen, not have name, the quarterback at Alabama, Bryce Young, not having him like test positive out of nowhere, say, oh, well, he can't play in the game now. And it's like, come on, so I think they're trying to get through these games, these bowl games. You look at yesterday, all right, Wyoming season's done, Kent State season's done. Who cares what happens now?
Right.
And that's just the case.
Well, what are they going to do when for the Super Bowl? Are they going to change their protocols and stop the testing? Because what if you had, forget just Tom Brady, what if you had 15 guys out or 11 starters out like the Browns had? All of a sudden, what are you going to do? Are you going to play a Super Bowl with a bunch of backups and third stringers and guys like a third string quarterback and things like that? Sometimes this falls under be careful what you wish for. And with the numbers now being so infinitesimal, even with this new strain of COVID, with just 62% of the country vaccinated, we are down to like 24 deaths per million people in the country, 0.000024. I mean, my gosh, you're more dangerous driving to the game than it is, dying from this thing.
I just think that once we get to the Super Bowl, regardless of the matchup, because you're going to get stars, you're going to get Packers, you're going to get Chiefs, you're going to get the Bucs, you're going to get stars. You're not going to have two schlep teams in the Super Bowl. I think that it's just kind of I think everybody's under the assumption, all right, let's just play this game. Let's get this game done with, and you're not going to have anybody sit out Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, none of these guys be like, oh, well, they tested positive for COVID, and they're not going to play in the game because they know that that's going to ruin the entire experience. They're not going to move the Super Bowl. We know that because everything's locked in with the TV and with all this other stuff. So I just think they'll be like, okay, 2 teams left. Even if you put them in a bubble or whatever you do for the week, they're going to make sure that all those top guys are going to play.
They actually did build in a week. They build in an extra week just in case, for the Super Bowl. They had to back it up 1 week, but it'd be nuts. All right, help our guys with their games today that are in the trifecta. The 49ers are 3.5-point favorite in Nashville tomorrow night. What do you think about that game?
I actually kind of like Tennessee in this one, and I was on Tennessee last week against Pittsburgh, and look, I mean, you had 4 turnovers. It felt like every single time, the Titans had the ball, they turned it right over. The Steelers got points, but the only good news was that they held the field goals that whole time. So Tennessee was still in the game regardless of, Tannehill throwing the picks, and he fumbled, the receiver fumbled, the second opportunity, which I absolutely hate. I hate when these guys try to do more. Just get down. Just get down. Stop trying to get 2 more yards. But Tennessee's been a good home dog this year. They beat Buffalo, beat Kansas City. I understand no Derrick Henry, Julio Jones is hurt. Like they have no offensive weapons. I get it. San Francisco's been great the last month or so after they had a bad start. But still a short week. That's going to be tough on the 49ers going out east, on the quick turnaround. And I'd say for Tennessee, I don't say it's like a last stand, but, if they could grab this game, see with Kansas City with all the COVID issues they had, maybe New England loses at Buffalo, maybe Tennessee can still get that 1 seed. So still a big game for them. And they still get Houston coming up. So, they get another easy game coming up later, still a revenge game for them. But I think Tennessee, I think they can keep this one close, if not win.
Christmas Day in Green Bay. The weather's not supposed to be bad. 34 degrees, cloudy, light winds, 24% chance of precipitation, so it's not too bad. The Browns' last stand now. They get 7.5. They should have everybody back. They get 7.5 against a Green Bay team trying to lock up the number 1 seed overall. Cleveland needs to win their last 3 games. They still win the division if they win their last 3 games.
You know what? Very tough game. I guess I'd lean Cleveland if you can get all those guys back. People dog Baker Mayfield, but he's obviously better than Nick Mullins, or he's better than Case Keenum.
Right.
He may not be Aaron Rodgers, but he's still an upgrade from those guys. And if Cleveland has their players, it's still a good team. It's just, and they still had a shot to beat the Raiders the other day. They still
should have won again.
The last-second field goal to beat them. So it wasn't like Cleveland got blown out the other day. But with Green Bay, we know they're a machine, and they, could have lost to Baltimore, but also you can argue that they were up 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter of that game before Baltimore came back. But, I don't love the game necessarily, and especially with all the uncertainty, but I probably maybe lean Cleveland, taking the points there.
All right, finally, Bills get 2.5 at the Pats.
Oh, boy. You know what? No Cole Beasley, which, it hurts Buffalo, but and Josh Allen's probably not 100%. Buffalo could be worth a look here just because I know I'm going with 3 dogs here, but New England beat them in that zany game in the wind and all this other stuff where Mac Jones didn't throw the ball. I think Mac got a little exposed probably last week against the Colts. And Buffalo still had a shot in that New England game to win. Josh Allen had a couple incomplete passes at the end, crazy weather circumstances. But, Buffalo, they've had some bad breaks this season. Even that Jacksonville game, they were big favorites. They lost 9-6. They still held Jacksonville out of the end zone. The Tampa Bay game, they lost in overtime on that touchdown pass. Buffalo still isn't a bad team. I think Buffalo can get revenge here and beat New England. It wouldn't surprise me if they did.
Kevin Rogers has been our guest. K-Raj, have a wonderful Merry Christmas. I appreciate you jumping on with us for a few minutes, and we'll look forward to chatting again down the road.
All right, Tom. Thanks. You too. See you.
All right, thank you. All right, there you go. So there's some ideas from Kevin Rogers, and there's some of his thoughts on these games as well. All right, we're going to get a break in here. When we come back, phone lines remain open now, so you want to get it. We are open the rest of the show. Our phone lines are open the rest of the show. All right, so if you want to get in, this is the time to get in, and 256-576-4977. Get your picks in on this Christmas fecta for you as well. And we'd love to hear some of your Christmas memories of the past, some of your favorite gifts of the past, if you will. Back with more right after this on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
You're listening to the Thom Abraham Show on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Tom Luganbill here for Woody Anderson Ford. When I was in the Tennessee Valley, one of the things that impressed me the most was the quality of the people. People like Bobby White and his team at Woody Anderson Ford. And now you can experience the tremendous new service lanes and showroom at Woody Anderson Ford, at Jordan and Sparkman, or just stop by for breakfast or lunch at Henry's Mustang Cafe. And in Madison, visit Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, just south of 72. Like a great college football tradition, always there, Woody Anderson Ford.
Looking for a great deal? Well, I've got one for you. Thom Abraham here for Valley Equipment Rental. And at Valley Equipment, if you rent after 3 on a Friday or on a Saturday morning, you're not due back until Monday morning. So basically, you're getting the entire weekend for the price of one day. And if you're in the service or are a vet, they'll knock another 10% off. Valley Equipment is locally owned and involved in our community through charities and even supporting local teams. And soon, they'll have a second location to handle even more equipment. Stay tuned for info on where that will be and when it will open.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. You'll hear people say we're like a family, but here at the Lackey Law Firm, that's really true, not just a saying.
I'm Justin Lackey. With my father and my sister, we have a special connection to each other.
I'm Jennifer Lackey. At the Lackey Law Firm, when we take on your case, you become part of our family. You really do.
And we'll always do whatever it takes to get everything you deserve.
If you're injured, you worry about getting well, not about paperwork or insurance companies or figuring out how to get to your lawyer's office. I'll come to you.
We worry about your case so you don't have to.
When you've been injured, we know that your case is probably the biggest thing going on in your life. More important than almost anything else.
And it's important to us, too, for one simple reason. Family takes care of each other, and at the Lackey Law Firm, we'll take care of you.
The Lackey Law Firm. The Lackey Law Family. 1-800-4RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
TOC Sports has been there for you. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what does that mean? It means for more than 20 years, Alabama's largest orthopedic group has been there providing coverage and care to more schools and student athletes in the Tennessee Valley than any other group. It means whether you are the star football player, the all-region volleyball ace, or someone who hurt their knee in a weekend pickup basketball game, TOC Sports physicians are proud to have the opportunity to care for all your orthopedic needs. It means for parents, coaches, athletes, desk jockeys, or even weekend warriors, TOC Sports physicians continue to meet and exceed the orthopedic and sports medicine needs of our community. But most importantly, during these challenging times, we're here for you now. and will continue to be here. So as long as there are players on the field, games to be played, and contests to be won, the orthopedic specialist from TOC Sports will be ready to help. We don't know what the future holds, but you can count on the TOC Sports team to stay committed to you so you can stay in the game. Call 256-539-2728 today and ask to see a TOC Sports physician. Check them out online, also Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Jesus tells us to go the second mile. Well, sometimes it's hard enough to go the first mile. But when the Lord is number one in our lives, we not only go the first mile, but we embrace the second mile. We can talk all we want about Jesus and how important he is to us, but we show it in the second mile. In the second mile, the world has changed. In the second mile, the difference is made. In the second mile, the lost world sees Christ in us. Hey, I'm John Dees, pastor of Cross Point Church. We're smack dab across the street from the YMCA in Madison. And check us out at cpcfamily.org.
Take your taste buds back in time with a trip to the all-new Bubby's Diner, offering a variety of mouth-watering food from delicious starters to 50s-style diner food and meat-and-three meals, featuring owner and Huntsville native Chris Bubby Belcher's family's homemade recipes. Open Monday through Saturday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner at 8412 Whitesburg Drive in the former Gibson's Barbecue. Drive-in, drive-through, carry-out, or curbside pickup with delivery coming soon through Grub South. Bubby's Diner, home of the Donut Burger.
Ann Adams with Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate is the one name to know if you're buying or selling real estate. With years of local experience, Ann Adams offers buyers in-depth knowledge of the local housing market and will narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in so you can save time when shopping for your new home. If you're ready to sell, Ann offers a seamless process using accurate pricing and expert negotiation skills to make sure you get a fair price for your home. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or log on bhhsriserealestate.com.
This is Wes Neighbors talking to Chris Haygood of Bob Wallace Appliance. Chris, what sets you apart from other appliance dealerships?
Wes, these appliances are going into the most used room in your house, your kitchen. The way we have these appliances displayed, it's easy for you to visualize how they'll look in your home. Wes, what sets us apart is the people. They're well trained. In fact, they live and breathe these appliances. And if you need service, you'll really appreciate our parts department.
Contact Bob Wallace Appliance at 256-533-2121.
And now, a man who knows what you ate for breakfast.
Time now for the biggest thinker of them all.
He knows it all. He is Drew DeArmond. Listen to Drew and Scott Tyson weekday mornings. It's Talkin' Ball on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Christmas getaway show, our final show until next Wednesday. That's when we'll be back, next Wednesday. We're off Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So we will be back next Wednesday for Wednesday, Thursday. By the way, we did not get in Beat the Big Dog yesterday, so we're going to be doing Beat the Big Dog at the top of the hour, so stay loose for that. We'll tell you what caller you need to be to play Beat the Big Dog. We're doing that, and we're doing our Friday trifecta today as well. And this segment of the show is brought to you by North Alabama Mortgage. Brian Hamaker and his crew doing a fantastic job. I am using them to refinance my house. We close tomorrow. We are closing tomorrow morning. I'm so excited. And what a job they did for us. They can do the same thing for you. They'll get you in the right kind of loan. It doesn't matter either whether you're in Alabama, Tennessee, or Florida. North Alabama Mortgage can get it done for you. Go to NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. But I'm just telling you, they treat you like family. They treat you like family, and they got all kinds of loans. They got conventional VA, FHA, USDA loans. They got them all, and they just are fantastic. All right, let's go to lines. Dale is up. Dale, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey man, how you doing?
I am fantastic.
How did I do in the trifecta last week? I lost my piece of paper. I had everything wrote down on.
Okay, last week in the trifecta, we had one winner. In the trifecta last week, our one winner in the trifecta last week was Kramer. He was the only one that got through and won it last week on the trifecta. So he picked up 2 points because he got all four right. So Kramer got 2 points.
I I think I got 3 of them. I think I missed I think I was in the tiebreaker. What I had seen, I had wrote down anyway.
No, you missed one of it. You missed one of the ones. You might have had the Raiders. Everybody had the Raiders.
Yeah, I
you
had the Raiders. That's one of them.
Yeah, they were
Raiders.
-3.5, and they won by 2. So that's
I had the Raiders, but I think I got the rest of them right. But I had the Raiders. So
you got to get the first 3 right to get to get any points. Yeah. So
I was thinking the Raiders what was the tiebreaker? I was thinking the Raiders was the tiebreaker. It must have been something else.
No, the Raiders weren't the tiebreaker. I forget which one was the tiebreaker, but it wasn't the Raiders. The Raiders actually were the first pick on the board.
All right.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. I lost my piece of paper. I just remember having the Colts and the Steelers and somebody, and I just remember who that was. I had.
Yeah.
All right.
No, the tiebreaker was the Falcons and the 49ers. That was the tiebreaker.
Okay, well, I got that one right, so I guess I must have missed the Raiders, but it didn't matter because I missed the Raiders.
Didn't matter because you missed one of the first 3. You got to get the first 3 right first. All right, you ready to go?
Well, I was going to tell you one of you want to know about Christmas memories, so I guess, I got 2 that stands out. I mean, I had, of course, got my first bike. That was a real big deal when I was a kid, but my best one is probably, I would get this right. This Christmas, it'll be 27 years ago that I hit a ring in my wife's stocking and said yes. So
and she said yes. That's fantastic.
Yeah, she said yes. I don't know why she did. I kicked my coverage by a mile. So but yeah, she said yes. So we've been ever since then. Been going strong for it'll be 27 years next year, but 27 this Christmas anyway.
That's tremendous, man. That is really, really cool.
And the crazy thing is, when we got married, neither one of us old enough to even buy alcohol. This was married a year before we could even buy alcohol. So I've been married since I was 19.
We wouldn't have been, except for I'm so freaking old. I got married in 1980, and in New York in 1980, the drinking age was 18. When we got married, I was 19, and my wife was 12. No. I was 19 and my wife was 18 when we got married. So, we were able to toast, at our wedding. But that was back when the drinking age was 18. Now it's 21 everywhere.
Yeah, well, we toasted anyway, but we weren't able to buy it. I mean, we actually had our first kid before we could even buy liquor, so that was what was crazy. But, it's been, we got married in 95, so anyway, it's still good. Most people don't make it that long, so.
Well, we're 41 years, so we're doing good. All right.
Yeah, let me do this trifecta so somebody else can get on here.
49ers are -3.5 at the Titans.
Oh, man. I'm gonna go Titans. I'm gonna go with a home team. I'm gonna go Titans.
We are the Titans.
49ers are kind of beat up right now. They don't have a lot of players. Am I right? I mean, like running back, receivers, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Titans are a little beat up, too, though, if they don't get A.J. Brown back in there and Julio's done for the year.
Yeah.
The Browns get 7.5 Christmas Day at the Packers.
Man, I hate the Packers. I hate them, but you got to go with the Packers at home. I mean, I hope the Browns beat the brakes off of them, but I'm going to have to go with the Packers at home.
What the hell's going on out here?
The Bills get 2.5 at the Patriots.
It's they just played like 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
3 weeks ago?
Yep, 2 weeks ago.
It's kind of hard to beat a team back to back like that, but it's at New England, right?
Yeah, it's at New England.
I'm gonna go New England, man.
I just can't take it anymore.
And that pretty much lock up the division with a win there.
Yeah.
And in our tiebreaker, the Houston Cougars get 2.5 against Auburn in the Birmingham Bowl.
Lord, my Auburn Tigers. We're doing a thing at work, and that was our tiebreaker. And as bad as I hate to say it, I took Houston, so I'm going to take Houston. Well, hold on before I take that. Do you know if all Houston players are going to play?
Yes, they are.
Okay, well, I'm going to take Houston because I know a bunch of Auburn players are not going to play. So, I'm going to have to go.
Houston, we have a problem.
I got to do it.
All right, we got you.
All right, appreciate it. Hey, y'all have a Merry Christmas.
You too. You too. All right, we'll get a break. When we come back, all right, we're going to do Beat the Big Dog. But we're going to talk to Keith, the Michigan fan, when we come back. And then we'll do Beat the Big Dog. And I'll tell you what caller to be after Keith. Right here on the Thom Abraham Show. It's our Christmas getaway show on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
TOC Sports has been there for you. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what does that mean? It means for more than 20 years, Alabama's largest orthopedic group has been there providing coverage and care to more schools and student athletes in the Tennessee Valley than any other group. It means whether you are the star football player, the all-region volleyball ace, or someone who hurt their knee in a weekend pickup basketball game, TOC Sports physicians are proud to have the opportunity to care for all your orthopedic needs. It means for parents, coaches, athletes, desk jockeys, or even weekend warriors, TOC Sports physicians continue to meet and exceed the orthopedic and sports medicine needs of our community. But most importantly, during these challenging times, we're here for you now, and will continue to be here. So as long as there are players on the field, games to be played, and contests to be won, the orthopedic specialists from TOC Sports will be ready to help. We don't know what the future holds, but you can count on the TOC Sports team to stay committed to you, so you can stay in the game. Call 256-539-2728 today and ask to see a TOC Sports physician. Check them out online, also Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
There are not many things as satisfying as going through an ordering checklist of specific options and features and then taking delivery of your dream truck or SUV. Hey, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford, and we make it easy to custom order your new Ford today and get exactly what you want. Go to WoodyAndersonFord.com and see how easy it is. Not only is there no extra cost for the custom order, but you'll get $1,000 off MSRP on top of any additional factory rebates on a 2021 F-150, Explorer, Ranger, Expedition, Escape, and even Edge. With a custom order at Woody Anderson Ford, you get the colors, the features, and the options you want, and you'll be notified when it's built, shipped, and ready for delivery. It's most likely the second largest investment you'll ever make, so why settle? Get your dream car or truck with a custom factory order today and get $1,000 off MSRP. See how at WoodyAndersonFord.com or at the corner of Jordan and Sparkman. Hope to see you soon.
Tried Eucrisa for mild to moderate eczema? It works at and below the skin surface and can be used on almost everybody, like on the dimples of a diva.
Yeah, roll your boat. Yeah, roll your boat.
Or the shoulders of a chef.
Look, Mom, I made jelly beans on toast.
Steroid-free Eucrisa works at and below the skin surface. It blocks PDE4 enzymes, which is believed to reduce inflammation, even on the wrist of a rebel.
What did you do to your hair?
What?
The specific way Eucrisa works is not well defined. Prescription Eucrisa for mild to moderate eczema is for topical use only in ages 3 months and up. Do not use if you are allergic to Eucrisa, crisaborole ointment 2%, or its ingredients. Allergic reactions including hives, itching, swelling, and redness may occur at or near the application site. The most common side effect is application site pain, such as burning or stinging.
Come on, moms and dads. Check out Eucrisa.com and ask your doctor about Eucrisa.
Can I sing one more song?
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
This is SportsCenter.
Good morning, I'm Doug Brown. The Brooklyn Nets don't have the required 8 available players, so their game tomorrow night against the Trailblazers is postponed. The third Nets game in a row to get postponed. Their next scheduled game is Saturday against the Lakers. The Buccaneers signed running back Le'Veon Bell with Leonard Fournette likely going on IR. It's official, NHL players will not play in the Winter Olympics in Beijing. The league is now on a COVID pause with no games until at least Monday. The Olympic break in February will be used to play rescheduled games. Women's college basketball, number 1 South Carolina comes back from 18 points down at home to beat second-ranked Stanford 65-61. The Gamecocks are now 12-0 with 5 of those wins against top 10 teams.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
From 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Let's party!
You need to be more like a dog.
Like what you guys are doing. You've got your fingertip on the pulse of your listeners. You guys know what they're talking about.
Be a dog.
God bless the show. You are the Messiah.
We need more dogs.
This is the best show on radio.
The big dog, Thom Abraham, is here with you.
Hey, I see you. Hey, I see you, dog.
So settle in and get your bark on.
That's my dog!
Now live, here he is, the big dog.
Let's go, baby!
Thom Abraham.
How you doing? 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 How you doing?
Look, I don't speak Spanish.
I don't know how to say this, so I'm going to choose my words very carefully.
I
I think you're a psycho.
Do you know who I am?
I mean, that guy sounds like El McPherson farting into Miles Davis' trumpet.
I guess I'm on here. Am I on? Can somebody respond?
Get off my lawn.
I have to drag my Yankee ass out of here.
Woo! Somebody done been to the Walmart.
Man, that's just the stuff I got for Christmas.
Well, you cleaned up. What'd you get?
5 flannel shirts. 4 big mud tires, 3 shotgun shells, 2 hunting dogs, and some parts to a Mustang GT.
You fool, you got Jeff first 12 days to Christmas.
I know that. I got it covered. Look over in the corner.
That's yours, too?
Yeah, 12 pack of Bud, 11 wrestling tickets, 10 of Copenhagen, 9 years probation, 8 table dancers, 7 packs of Red Man, 6 cans of Spam. 5 flannel shirts. 4 big mud tires, 3 shotgun shells, 2 hunting dogs, and some parts to a Mustang GT.
Man, these ain't normal Christmas presents.
No, they're redneck gifts.
Redneck gifts?
Yeah, you know, like if you buy your wife earrings that double as fishing lures, or if you can burp the entire chorus of Jingle Bells. Perhaps if you think the Nutcracker is something you did off of a high dive, or if you've ever misspelled anything in Christmas lights, or if you leave cold beer and pickled eggs for Santa Claus.
What's wrong with that?
I didn't say anything wrong with it. It's hard to beat. 12 pack of Bud, 11 wrestling tickets, 10 of Copenhagen, 9 years probation, 8 table dancers, 7 packs of Red Man, 6 cans of Spam. 4 big mud tires, 3 shotgun shells, 2 hunting dogs, and some parts to a Mustang GT.
Well, you know, you can't really consider it a Christmas unless you go down to the penitentiary and visit your mama.
You're not listening to me. Get the car key out of your ear. That's where the 9 years probation comes in. I'm going to do it for you again. Now listen. 12 pack of Bud, 11 wrestling tickets, 10 of Copenhagen, 9 years probation, 8 table dancers, 7 packs of Red Man, 6 cans of Spam. 4 big mud tires, 3 shotgun shells, 2 hunting dogs, and some parts to a Mustang GT. Crying?
Oh, just my allergies.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Welcome back. Yeah. You got to get the classics in, Grizz. You know what I mean?
I know, right?
When it's Christmas time, you really need to get the classics in like that. And, we only get a chance once a year to do our Christmas show, so I feel like I have to slip some of those in. I mean, that's my favorite version of the 12 Days of Christmas. Well, one of my favorite versions of the 12 Days of Christmas. I got a little more of that for you as well coming up. All right, hour number 2 of the Thom Abraham Show. We're wide open this entire hour. We've got a Friday or a Beat the Big Dog to get to. We've got a Christmas Fecta for you right now, and we got Keith, the Michigan fan, up next. Keith, welcome to the show. How are you?
Doing all right, Big Dog. Thanks. Hey, right quick. You was talking about Nick, Italian restaurant, correct?
Yes.
Okay, now, I contracted in Italy for a summer in 94.
Wow.
I ate lasagna just about every day because it was so good. And when I got back to Huntsville, I went to every Italian restaurant trying to find some lasagna that came close. Couldn't find it. Do you have any suggestions?
Nick's. I don't know. Do they got lasagna at Nick's, Chris?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Nick's is more of a northern Italian restaurant. You get a lot of the steaks and things like that. It's not really a pasta type of place, for that. Lasagna, Keith, I'd have to invite you over to my house for the Junkyard Babes lasagna to get the best lasagna in the Tennessee Valley, to be quite honest with you, because I really don't know. Anybody want to answer that question for Keith? He'll be listening throughout the show. Where could you get a good plate of lasagna in the Tennessee Valley? Because I don't know that place. Other than places that are, I don't know of any, other than, Nick's is an Italian restaurant, but like I say, it's northern Italian fare more than the pastas and that type of stuff. I don't know.
Also the salad over there. Now, when I first sat down, you get the big bowl of salad. They had just oil and vinegar on the table.
Yeah.
It was so good every time I think about it, and that was 25 years ago. My mouth waters for it.
Yeah. No, yeah, it is one of the things. I'm totally honest with you, and I love living here, and I would live nowhere else in the country, to be honest with you. But it is the thing I miss the most from up north is finding really good Italian bread, really good Italian bakeries, and really good Italian restaurants. It's just hard to find. It really is. You just don't find that stuff. The bread in the bakery that we used to have, that we had up north, there's just just can't find it around here.
Now, the other day you was talking about Tiger Woods and the black issue. Now, when I was a kid, we were known as colored people.
Yeah.
And then by the time before I even got to a teenager, it went to from colored to Negro.
Yeah.
And then from after Negro, it went to African American. And now and then the last 30 years it's just black.
Yeah. Well, I thought it's more African American now. I thought it was black, and then now you got to say African American.
Yeah, it's a little of both.
Yeah.
But the old saying, if you have any black blood in you, you are black, regardless of how you look. Because you've had a lot of black women that look white.
Right. Well, what about a black person that has more white blood in them, like they got a black grandfather, and so they've got they're 25% black and they're 75% white, and they're considered black? I don't understand that. Why would that be?
I have no idea. But I tell you what, look up President. When I was a kid, he did the highways in the 50s.
Eisenhower or Truman?
Eisenhower.
Eisenhower.
Look up Eisenhower lineages, and you'll see something there. But let me get to the trifecta.
All right. We start with the 49ers getting, or minus, I should say, not getting, giving. The 49ers minus 3.5 at the Titans.
I'm going to go with Tennessee. They got to wake up.
We are the Tigers.
The Browns get 7.5 at the Packers.
That's a lot of points, but Aaron Rodgers, I tell you, I saw where somebody was talking about Aaron Rodgers may leave the Packers and go to Cleveland. But I'm gonna go with Aaron Rodgers.
That was a few years ago, or a couple of years ago. I know there was talk about.
If you
that.
look at this play, what we're trying to get is a seal here and a seal here, and try to run this play in the alley.
The Bills are plus 2.5 at the Packers, or at the Patriots.
Payback, Buffalo.
It's butt cold out here.
That's the other part. They got good bread and bakeries, but, man, it is butt cold up there. All right, and in a tiebreaker, Houston gets 2.5 against Auburn in the Birmingham Bowl.
I'll go with Houston.
Houston, we have a problem.
All right, you got him.
Thanks.
All right, Nick from Nick's Ristorante, the former owner and founder, and owner emeritus, or founder emeritus, or he just kind of walks. He just kind of walks around the joint.
Everybody knows this man.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of walks around the joint, shaking hands, patting people on the back, asking them if they're enjoying their meal. He's like that guy. You know what I mean? That is the maitre d' type.
Hey.
Yeah, like the former owner, maitre d'. My name is on the sign. Even though Tom Chapman owns the joint now, Nick is still Nick. You know what I mean? He's just Nick. He joins us now. Nick, what's going on, man? You going to educate us there on Italian restaurants? What do you got?
Hey, I heard. I just happened to be sitting down on a computer. I heard the question. Yeah, you nailed it there, big dog. You nailed it. And I'm now the God-founder. You're right on target. I just wander around, say hi to everybody and make sure everybody's having a good time.
Yeah, and making sure the cannolis come out right.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
Cannoli's got to be good.
Yeah, always got the best cannoli. Everything is from the family, the Del Monte family. That's my grandma. And we do. We still do the oil and balsamic vinegar with the spices definitely for the dipping on the bread. And our bread comes out of a bakery in Chicago.
Right.
So we know it's some good Italian bread. The lasagna is not on the menu. However, Chef Joey makes a mean lasagna. So anybody that's coming in, yes, indeed, he can put that together.
Oh, so you can ask for the lasagna. Because you don't have a lot of pasta dishes, right? You have more steaks and kind of a northern cuisine, northern Italy cuisine.
Northern, exactly. Veal piccata, chicken marsala, that kind of stuff. But we do have a couple pastas on the menu, and it's a beautiful red sauce. It's some beautiful gravy you'll enjoy, I know that. And we also do a very light olive oil with over a nice linguine or angel hair, and put a couple fresh boiled shrimp on the top of that with some garlic.
So my wife had last night. Tell you. Yeah, my wife had that. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
so yeah, we do some pastas, but the chef he knows what he's doing. All you got to do is give him a heads up and say, I'm coming in on this day.
Does anybody ever, the tradition in an Italian restaurant is if you enjoyed your meal, you take a piece of bread, a soft bread, the Latin. By the way, Scott Tyson and I wiped out 4 things of bread last night. We just kept hammering that bread in that sweet butter that you had. I don't know what it was. It was fantastic. But the tradition is you take a soft piece of bread and you wipe your dish clean. You just completely wipe your dish clean, and then you send it back to the chef. And then sometimes the chef will come out, pour a glass of wine with you, and so on. That's your compliments to the chef is when you send the dish back cleaned off, to the chef.
Exactly.
Not a lot of people know that.
Exactly.
Now, Nick,
That's
are you half Greek and half Italian? Is that basically about it, right?
It's Del Monte, half Italian and actually half Yugoslavian.
Oh, Yugoslavian. Okay, all right. Because I know the Greeks do a lot of times. I know a couple of Greek guys that own Italian restaurants that do a great job as well. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I use the Yugoslavian is my 50% drinking side, and then the Italian's my eating side. It's all good.
Nice. Well, I appreciate you giving us the heads up on that. That's good. So you can order lasagna at Nick's. You just got to ask for it.
You got it. Yeah. Let Chef Joey know. In advance. Tell me, hey, I'm coming in next Thursday. How about some lasagna?
There you go, Keith. See, you can go to Nick's Ristorante, give him a heads up, say, I'm coming in, I want lasagna, and they'll take care of you.
You got it.
All right, Nick.
Hey, grazie. Buon Natale.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Nick is great, man.
Awesome, man.
That's
an awesome man right there, seriously. Everybody around here knows him. Like, when he walks in, it's like the whole room lights up. You don't know how many people turn heads and go, oh, that's Nick. Hey, Nick's here.
I love that.
It's great, man. It's really great.
All right, let me get Shane Sean in here. Then we'll set you up for the Beat the Big Dog. Shane Sean, what's going on?
I'm just here to tell you, me and my wife went to Nick's for the first time Saturday night, and we rarely ever go to Huntsville, ever. My wife told me we're going to have to make a trip back to Huntsville at least once a month to eat there now. There's no exceptions, no question about it. That was the best restaurant I'd ever ate at in my entire life.
I wished I had gotten the filet last night. I got the chicken. The chicken marsala was fantastic that I had, but I wished I had gotten the filet. Yeah.
My wife got the filet and I got the ribeye, and I'm not kidding you. That was the best steak that I have ever put in my mouth.
Yeah.
The service there was 5-star, top notch.
Yeah.
I love
everything there is great. To the serving, to the bartending, to everything. I mean, they try to give you an amazing experience.
Thank y'all for having them as a sponsor because they are awesome.
Yeah. All right, you want to get in on this trifecta?
I text you my picks.
Oh, you did? Okay.
All right. Yeah, I did.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, right. Y'all too. See.
All right, I tell you what. Let's shortstop the break here. We'll go to the break here, and when we come back, we're gonna pause the trifecta, the Christmas fecta, for a moment, and do this week's Beat the Big Dog. I have 2 tickets left in the lower bowl for Tennessee and Purdue at the Music City Bowl. These are $200 a piece tickets. All right, so there's a $400 prize on the line here if you can beat me and beat the Big Dog. Last week I went 3-3. And Johnny on a cell went 1-5. I've expanded my lead again a little bit on you guys, but I've got a bunch of games here that we're going to pick, 5 NFL games and 1 college game. If you want to play Beat the Big Dog, I'll make it easy. Be caller number 1. All right, be the first guy in. Be the first person in at 256-576-4977, and you play Beat the Big Dog. You have to have not played yet this year. I want new meat in Beat the Big Dog, and we'll do it next right here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
You're listening to the Thom Abraham Show on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
This is Brent Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Heads up, sports bettors. Right now you can try VSiN All Access free for 30 days with no credit card required. Visit vsin.com/free month to sign up now.
College basketball tonight, 12th-ranked Auburn at home against Murray State. The Tigers a 13-point favorite at Auburn Arena, 145 total. The Armed Forces Bowl in Fort Worth tonight, 6-6 Missouri, a 6.5-point underdog against 8-4 Army. Tigers money line at +190. Black Knights at -220, 55 the over-under. Tomorrow, NFL Thursday night, the Titans at home against the 49ers. Tennessee a 3.5-point underdog at home, +160 on the money line. San Francisco -180, 44.5 the over-under. 2 games on Saturday, Christmas Day. The Browns +8 at the Packers. The Colts +1 at the Cardinals.
I'm Trey Westerberg, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. You know, you'll hear people say we're like a family, but here at the Lackey Law Firm, that's really true, not just a saying.
I'm Justin Lackey. With my father and my sister, we have a special connection to each other.
I'm Jennifer Lackey. At the Lackey Law Firm, when we take on your case, you become part of our family. You really do.
And we'll always do whatever it takes to get everything you deserve.
If you're injured, you worry about getting well, not about paperwork or insurance companies or figuring out how to get to your lawyer's office. I'll come to you.
We worry about your case so you don't have to.
When you've been injured, we know that your case is probably the biggest thing going on in your life. More important than almost anything else.
And it's important to us, too, for one simple reason. Family takes care of each other, and at the Lackey Law Firm, we'll take care of you.
The Lackey Law Firm. The Lackey Law Family. 1-800-4-RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Brooks & Collier has always been about making the most of your outdoors. Our lush greenhouse and new furniture ideas will inspire you, but we're also about value. Our brands are so handsome, they'll make themselves comfortable inside or out, and so well made, they'll weather the weather for many years to come. Our staff can consult you on the right choices, and Lucy for sure can show us the sofa that's the most comfortable. Make the most of your outdoors. Meridian Street and at brooksandcollier.com.
In 2 years, you can have a career that makes sense for you. Skill up and earn a living working with your hands, or work on the front line of computer information systems and cybersecurity. Get a degree that lets your healing heart take care of people. Help design and manufacture the most advanced cars, machinery, or even aerospace components. In just 2 years, great careers are within your reach at Drake State Community and Technical College. Visit drakestate.edu to apply.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. Flickering lights and hot switches can be annoying, but they can also signal a major problem, or worse, an electrical emergency. So play it safe and leave it to the experts at Mr. Sparky. Trust our team of professional, clean, and friendly electricians. We'll get it done right and get it done safely.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in the respective state or county.
This is Wes Neighbors talking to Chris Haygood of Bob Wallace Appliance. Chris, what sets you apart from other appliance dealerships?
Wes, these appliances are going into the most used room in your house, your kitchen. The way we have these appliances displayed, it's easy for you to visualize how they'll look in your home. Wes, what sets us apart is the people. They're well trained. In fact, they live and breathe these appliances. And if you need service, you'll really appreciate our parts department.
Contact Bob Wallace Appliance at 256-533-2121.
Forgiveness. Wow, what a word. What a gift. All of us have done things in our lives that we regret. All of us have done things that are disobedient. All of us have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Thank God for his forgiveness. Thank God that he separates our sins as far as the east is from the west and remembers them no more. Hey, I'm John Dees, pastor of Cross Point Church, smack dab across the street from the YMCA in Madison. Check us out at cpcfamily.org.
There are not many things as satisfying as going through an ordering checklist of specific options and features and then taking delivery of your dream truck or SUV. Hey, Bobby White back again for Woody Anderson Ford, and we make it easy to custom order your new Ford today and get exactly what you want. Go to WoodyAndersonFord.com and see how easy it is. Not only is there no extra cost for the custom order, but you'll get $1,000 off MSRP on top of any additional factory rebates on a 2021 F-150, Explorer, Ranger, Expedition, Escape, and even Edge. With a custom order at Woody Anderson Ford, you get the colors, the features, and the options you want, and you'll be notified when it's built, shipped, and ready for delivery. It's most likely the second largest investment you'll ever make, so why settle? Get your dream car or truck with a custom factory order today and get $1,000 off MSRP. See how at WoodyAndersonFord.com or at the corner of Jordan and Sparkman. Hope to see you soon.
AVIQ. Who is AVIQ? AVIQ is audiovisual the intelligent way, where we put our IQ to work for your AV needs. With more than 100 years combined experience in audio, video, and automation, our team of experts is dedicated to one thing, helping you discover technological solutions that make your home special. Once you experience a game or a movie on one of our state-of-the-art home theater systems, you may never leave the house again. AVIQ can build the entire system for you or provide the quality components if you're a do-it-yourself. But AVIQ is more than just home theater and state-of-the-art sound systems. We offer a variety of control options for home technology. Energy efficiency, heightened security, and improved quality of life are all attainable through the automation of home systems. Intuitive and user-friendly control is our main priority in designing a system that meets your needs. Don't just take our word for it. You need to see it to believe it. Come visit us at our state-of-the-art showroom on University, just east of Jim and Nick's, across from AT&T, or visit aviqhsv.com.
54 Weather Center. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. Plenty of sunshine this afternoon, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a warm day across North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. Temperatures only climbing into the upper 40s and lower 50s, dropping into the low and mid 30s as we head into the overnight. Plenty of sunshine as we head into your Thursday. This time the sunshine is going to lead to some warmer air across the Tennessee Valley. Temperatures hanging out in the mid and upper 50s. Some of us making a pretty solid run at 60 degrees. Only dropping into the lower 40s as we head into the overnight early in the morning on Christmas Eve. I'm Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman on your home for ESPN Radio, 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Merry Christmas, Christmas comes this time each year.
Beach Boys Christmas.
Way up north where the air gets cold.
Love it.
There's a tale about Christmas that you've all
I feel like you can listen to this song anytime, though.
Yeah.
This is great.
Saw the Beach Boys live twice back in the day. Segment of the show is brought to you by the Orthopedic Center. The Orthopedic Center is your only answer when it comes to orthopedic needs. And, you know, you can tell your primary physician that you want to see a doc from the Orthopedic Center if you need orthopedic help. And, you know, hopefully you won't. But everybody at some point in time has that ache or that pain. It could be work-related. It could be sports-related. These are the guys I've taken my kids to. And this is the place I highly recommend that you take your kids to. They do a tremendous job. I toured the facility about a year ago, and I could not believe it. I mean, I was stunned at, everything that they've got going on down at TOC. All right, you know what time it is? We're trying to get everything in here. We're trying to get the Christmas Fecta in here, and it's time now to get Beat the Big Dog in here.
You know, there are rules to success, my friend. Rule number one is know what you know what you don't know, and know that I gotta know everything you know.
And Ballman is going to give it a shot here. For tickets to see his beloved Vols play Purdue at the Music City Bowl. We'll see how he does.
I don't know how to say this without sounding a little rude, but you're a lemon.
You know, I always want to win and beat the big dog. But if I ever wanted to lose and beat the big dog, I would want to lose to Volman. You know what I mean? I'd love to see him be able to go up there and see Tennessee and Purdue play in a lower bowl seat. Would be really, really cool, I'm sure, for him. And he's up now. Volman, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm great, big dog. How about yourself?
I am fantastic. I'm pulling for you now here, okay? So I don't know. I mean, I haven't had a winning week. I mean, I've beaten guys that have had terrible weeks, but I haven't personally had a winning week in like 4 weeks in a row. So you got an excellent chance to beat me here and get these tickets.
Well, it's been a long time, brother. I'm sorry I've been vacant from the show for a while, but I'm back in the fold. I'm ready to go.
That's all right, man. I mean, you know, you that's I'm fine with that. All right. You want to pick first on the first game, or do you want to pick first on the second game? I have got 5 NFL games and 1 college game, and I got Grizz to give you some help, maybe.
I'll go with second game, please.
Okay, so in the first game, I'll pick first, and then Grizz, and then you. 49ers, -3.5 at the Titans. Titans are reeling right now here. 49ers are coming in humming. 3.5 is a very scary number. They're traveling across the country. They're playing in Nashville. I'm going to give the Titans an opportunity here to kind of right the ship for a minute. I'll take the Titans. Grizz, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you. I'm going to take the Titans as a home dog.
All right, Volman, he says Titans. I say Titans. What say ye?
I'm going with San Francisco.
Ooh, okay, so you take the 49ers and Jimmy Garoppolo?
I don't want you to get the wrong impression. I love the Tennessee Titans, but
yeah.
I think there's too many injuries, brother, right now that the Titans are fighting. And without any receivers, if they don't have any receivers, who are they going to throw the ball to?
Yeah, and of course they don't have Derrick Henry to hand it to either. So there's all of that in play, but it's the friggin' NFL, man, and it just seems like what's right is wrong, and it gets upside down. Which brings us to our next game. I can't even talk about this game because it would make me sick just to talk about this game. All right, Grizz, the Browns get 7.5 on the frozen tundra. What say you?
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go with your second favorite team, the Green Bay Packers.
Yes, okay. So my second favorite team. A worst case scenario here, right? The Packers win the game and don't cover the spread, right, if it goes that way. All right, what do you think, Ballman?
There's no way in the hell I'm taking the Green Bay Packers. I'm going with the Brownies.
There you go. All right. I'm going with the Browns, too. I would go with the Packers against anybody else, but I got to take the Browns. 7.5 is a big number. And I think Baker Mayfield and everybody else is supposed to be back. So season on the line. Of course, the Packers trying to get the home ice advantage throughout the playoffs.
The big thing is you got bonus money kicking in on this game for 3 different players on that Browns team, and so they're gonna play out their butts. You watch.
I didn't even know that. Ooh, that's interesting.
Right.
I wonder what
bonus
the status
money,
is.
baby. We're talking about bonus money. These guys are right on the edge of getting to those yardage markers are supposed to reach before they reach that bonus, and they're going to be playing out of their butts to try to get that. So
I haven't checked on Myles Garrett yet, with his groin injury, whether or not he's going to be all right. Okay, in this game, I go first. Christmas night. This is a good game. The Colts get 1.5 at the Cardinals. Cardinals are reeling right now, and the Colts, I don't know, smoke and mirrors, but I don't think they can go there and throw for 70 yards and beat the Cardinals. Cardinals at home. It's Christmas night. I got a vibe here for the Cards. I think they get it done. It's basically almost a pick 'em game with the 1.5. I'll take the Cardinals. What do you got, Grizz?
Nah, they're going Colts. That run game, that defense. Like you said, Arizona's reeling. They're injured. Their best receiver is A.J. Green. So I think I'm going to have to take the Colts here.
All right, what do you think? Well, I know why you're taking the Colts. Don't even get me started, okay? I know why Volman, his new girlfriend, is a big Colts fan. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, I can call her girlfriend. They've only had a couple of dates. The girl he's dating is a huge Colts fan. She's from Indianapolis. This guy's covering every base. He doesn't want the word to get out that he took the Cardinals against her beloved
I need a
Colts.
big score out of Jonathan Taylor in fantasy.
Yeah. Big Jonathan Taylor fan now. He's now a Colts fan.
Kept him since last year.
Where is Jonathan Taylor from?
It'd be Wisconsin. It'd be up there in Wisconsin.
Well, then that's not going to help him going to
no
Phoenix. But
you can run in the cold, you can run in the warm.
I think I'll take the Colts too. I'm rooting for the dating scene. Let's put it that way. I'm rooting for love. Let's go
Appreciate
for
it.
love. Bet for love.
The Colts win and the Titans lose, and the Colts will be in first place or closing in first place. I think they swept the Colts. The Titans swept the Colts, so they have that half game advantage there. All right, in this one, you guys are first. The Ravens get 2.5 at the Cincinnati Bengals. The Ravens have fallen out of the playoff race right now, even though they have the same record as Cincinnati. Cincinnati leads the division. Whoever comes out of this game with the win will be the leader in the AFC North. Grizz, the Ravens plus 2.5 at the Bengals.
I don't know. I mean, I really like Huntley. I mean, this guy kind of came out. I mean, not really came out of nowhere. There was another time where he knew like 2 hours before the game and he played stellar. So, I think, and then he got a win the week before.
No, he didn't.
No, not last week, but I'm talking about.
No, he didn't.
I thought he started the week before.
No,
then he came back and won.
He came in against the Browns. They lost that game against the Browns. Then he started against the Steelers and lost that, or whoever it was they lost to.
Well, I was confused then. I'm still going Bengals either way. I like Joe Burrow. I like that. I like what they have on offense. I like him at home.
All right. What do you think? The Ravens get 2.5. Volman,
Ravens have no run game.
I'm going to go with Cincinnati as well.
Yeah, I've got the Bengals here.
I may have got confused with him. I think it was like a couple of years. Whenever he last started, I can't remember.
A couple of years. Last year he had a couple of starts.
Yeah.
I know nothing about the Bengals, but
well, they're 8-6. They're at home, and they got Joe Burrow, and they got the wide receiver Jamar Chase. So they're and I'm taking the Bengals here too because I need the Bengals to knock off the Ravens. Because the Browns will beat the Bengals again after they beat the Packers and the Steelers on Monday Night Football on Ben Roethlisberger's last game ever in Pittsburgh. So that'll be easy to beat them there, and then the Browns will win the division. All right, in this one, the Bills get 2.5 at the Pats. I pick first on this one. The Patriots got it going on, and now it's at home. The Bills are very one-dimensional. I know they bounced back. I still like the Patriots here at home with the Mac Jones, and I'll lay the 2.5. I got the Patriots. What do you think, Chris?
I agree with you. I like the Patriots at home. It's gonna be a wild game. Belichick at home against the Bills.
That's who you like. You like the Colts now. No matter who.
No, I can't like the Patriots either.
I
can't like Mac Jones. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed.
So what do you think, Ballman?
It's too hard to go against Belichick. Gosh, it's so hard. But I'm going to take the Bills.
All right,
I honestly think that they've got more to win than the Patriots have to lose. Let's put it that way. So,
that would be true. I would think that is true. The Bills are done. I mean, they don't even make the play. The Bills were supposed to win a division. I don't even know if they make the playoffs if they lose that game.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But they have an opportunity to knock somebody else out, and I think that'll be an inspiration. So.
Yeah, well, they climb back. They get in with the win. They're in. They could fall completely out of the playoff mix if they lose this game. All right, finally the Birmingham Bowl, a game I'm not giving tickets away to. Houston gets 2.5 against Auburn. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I like Auburn in this one. I'm sorry. I think Brian Harson's got the right thing going on over there, and Auburn's my favorite team and all. We've talked about this, so I'm gonna have to go Auburn.
All right, Ballman, what do you think?
I hate Auburn. And I hate Alabama too.
Yeah.
The simple fact of the matter is that there's no way that Auburn's going to lose to Houston in this game. I guarantee this is his first year as a head coach at Auburn. He's trying to build a recruiting base, and he can't go in there and get beat. I mean, if he does, he's going to lose the whole team quickly. So I think Auburn's going to beat them like a rented mule, a rented red-headed step mule. Let's put it that way.
In Birmingham, besides, you know what I mean? Can you get beat in Birmingham? Listen, Houston's a good football team. I'm surprised they're even getting 2.5 here. Auburn is missing some guys. Plus, obviously they're playing with TJ Finley at quarterback here. I think Auburn's got some issues, and the guys that are in the game, I don't think care to play in the game. Brian Harsin might want it. I don't know about the guys wanting it, playing in the small stadium in Birmingham. I think for Houston, it's an opportunity for an American Conference team to get a win over Auburn, just like UCF did a few years ago. I think Houston's winning this game outright. Honest to God, I think they're going to go in there and win this game outright. So in summation, I have got the Titans. You've got the 49ers. I get 3.5 at home. We both like the Browns getting 7.5 at the Packers. I've got the Cardinals laying 1.5 to Grizz's Colts. You and Grizz want the Colts on that one. Let's see. We both like the Bengals minus 2.5 at home. I've got the Patriots minus 2.5 against the Bills. You have the Bills. I have Houston. I'm getting 2.5. You have Auburn. So, Volman, good luck with this thing. Make sure we get your email address before you get off. Stay on hold. If no, Grizz already has
he's
it.
good. He's good.
All right, just give me a thumbs up. All right. Just in case you win. You never know. You might win. So good luck with this thing. And listen, I'm going to use your picks here as your picks for the trifecta as well, since we got the same games.
That'd be fun.
All right, man.
Thanks a lot, brother.
Appreciate you. Thanks. All right, there you go. So we got the Vol Man in, just like that. All right, I'm going to break here, and then we're going to come back with a final long segment. All right, phone lines are open. We got Christmas Fecta. I got a little bit of Christmas music more for you, and it's all happening right here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
You're listening to the Thom Abraham Show on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Valley Equipment Rental. Pretty self-explanatory name, no? Thom Abraham here. And look, Valley Equipment Rental is all over the Tennessee Valley, and they rent equipment, all kinds of equipment, and not just to the contractors out there, but to you, the general public, as well. Need a skid steer or an excavator? Well, they've got over 40 units to make sure they've got one for you. From huge boom lifts to miscellaneous hand tools, it's at Valley Equipment Rental on the South Parkway. And soon, they'll have a second location to handle even more equipment. More on that to come.
TOC Sports has been there for you. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what does that mean? It means for more than 20 years, Alabama's largest orthopedic group has been there providing coverage and care to more schools and student athletes in the Tennessee Valley than any other group. It means whether you are the star football player, the all-region volleyball ace, or someone who hurt their knee in a weekend pickup basketball game, TOC Sports physicians are proud to have the opportunity to care for all your orthopedic needs. It means for parents, coaches, athletes, desk jockeys, or even weekend warriors, TOC Sports physicians continue to meet and exceed the orthopedic and sports medicine needs of our community. But most importantly, during these challenging times, we're here for you now, and will continue to be here. So as long as there are players on the field, games to be played, and contests to be won, the orthopedic specialists from TOC Sports will be ready to help. We don't know what the future holds, but you can count on the TOC Sports team to stay committed to you, so you can stay in the game. Call 256-539-2728 today and ask to see a TOC Sports physician. Check them out online, also Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
At Bryant Bank, we believe your goals are worth chasing, and every step along the way is worth celebrating. From your hopes for the future to the challenges that keep you up at night, we're here for you. Bryant Bankers put care into action to help you live legendary by stepping up when you need us most and doing what's right even when no one is watching. Come experience a local bank whose people greet you by name and treat you like family. Bryant Bank, member FDIC.
McCurry Motors is your car and van rental headquarters. You can rent the vehicle you need today. Family in town, sporting event, church function, no matter what your need, McCurry Motors has you covered with a wide selection of cars and vans available for rent. They have 12-passenger Mercedes Sprinter vans, 12-passenger Ford Transit vans, 15-passenger Ford Transit vans, and 15-passenger Chevrolet Express vans. They have 2 locations, Highway 72 in Athens or Max Luther Drive in Huntsville.
Thom Abraham here from my friend Brian Hamaker and his team at North Alabama Mortgage. Look, buying a home is the biggest purchase you will make in your life, and it can be a bit intimidating, so you want people that can help walk you through the mortgage process and get you the best deal possible. That's what North Alabama Mortgage does, and they do it in Alabama, Tennessee, and Florida. From first-time purchases to
refis, conventional, VA, FHA, and USDA loans. They have the solution at North Alabama Mortgage. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. That's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com.
If you're ready to lower your utility bills, it's time to call Eagle Insulation. Eagle can handle it all. Attic re-insulation, insulation removal, wall insulation, and new construction insulation, commercial and residential. Our primary goal is to save you money, and lots of it. Typical clients realize their return on investment within 3 to 6 months. That means the re-insulation actually pays for itself and then some. See if we can help you. Contact Eagle Insulation today, 256-755-1556, or log on insulatewitheagle.com.
We love our pets, and when we need boarding or vet services, we want the best. That's why we chose Paradise Pet Resort and Spa. Everything our pets needed, all in one place. Boarding for both dogs and cats. Doggy daycare, grooming and spa services, web cameras, and top-notch vet care, too. It's a true Paradise Pet Resort for your furry friends, serving all of North Alabama. Find out everything you need to know and book services online at ParadisePetResortandSpa.com. Located in Madison, just off 565 at Wall Triana, behind Cracker Barrel.
Roll Tide.
Alabama is still Alabama.
Tune in New Year's Eve.
Touchdown, Alabama!
It's the Crimson Tide and the Cincinnati Bearcats in the Cotton Bowl, live from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, in the college football playoff semifinal. Our coverage begins at 11:30 on your home for Bama football.
Listen to Alabama football all season long on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Leaving his mark on sports talk radio with a paddle.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Join West Neighbors weekday afternoons on The Drive, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
So I'm going to watch it on TV.
The game's on. Oh, I almost forgot. I'll be right there.
We like sports and we don't care who knows. From shooting hoops to the Super Bowl. We like sports and we don't care who knows.
Football, tennis, hockey, golf.
The game is starting. Everyone is here. I got my snacks, my friends, and a beer.
So I'm going to watch it on TV.
Are you ready for the football? A Monday night party!
So I'm going to watch it on TV. So I'm going to watch it on TV.
What to Watch on TV tonight is brought to you by Audio Insight. For over 20 years, Dave Bond and his crew have been designing and installing systems all around the Tennessee Valley, whether it's just getting a TV hung. We had them come in and hang the TVs in the studio. We wanted to see, let's see what these guys are all about. They came in and hung our TVs in the studio and did a tremendous job with that. And they can do everything. They understand. You know, it's not like one size fits all. Somebody wants a TV hung or somebody wants an audio system done in a particular room. Okay, they can do that. Oh, you want the entire house wired and you want a home theater. They can do it all. Check out their showroom at 1229 Putman Drive, which is right off of Jordan Lane, 1229 Putman Drive. Or better yet, just go to their new website, audio-insight.com. That's audio-insight.com, and you can learn more about Audio Insight. I don't know what the heck to watch on TV tonight. I mean, the NFL's taking a night off, you know, with their COVID and all their games all over the place that they only almost canceled. There's no hockey tonight. Gris can tell me if there's a big game in the NBA. Couple of decent, you know, if you're an Auburn basketball fan or playing Murray State, they'll play that game.
Arizona's playing Tennessee tonight.
I was getting there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm just trying to go through all the games. I'm just trying to see all the games. I'm trying to help you out.
I don't just scoop it. You just scoop it.
I'm sorry.
In a good game tonight, Tennessee is playing Arizona. That was on ESPN2.
Oh, yeah. Arizona's playing
6
Tennessee,
o'clock.
by the way.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I don't know if you
think
knew
so.
that.
I didn't know.
Now, the Murray-Auburn game starts at 5 on the SEC Network. All right, so that one starts a little bit earlier on the SEC Network. Let me just see if there's anything going on in the association that I want to watch. Oh, the Orlando and Atlanta play on the NBA TV. You can check that out, I guess. Also on NBA TV later on tonight, Clippers and Kings. Yeah, I think what I'm watching tonight on TV is Yellowstone. I've got it on the DVR. I think tonight is Yellowstone night for me. I got to watch the 1883. I got the first episode. My wife thinks that we should build up a few episodes because it might be a kind of a binge show. Some shows you need to binge. Like The Blacklist, I'm a big fan of The Blacklist. I love that show. But I hate The Blacklist cliffhangers every show. So I hate watching The Blacklist and having to wait a week for the next show. So what I do with The Blacklist is I let the whole season build up, and then we watch it. We binge it, and watch it that way. I think that's the best way for The Blacklist.
You a big James Spader fan?
I love James Spader.
Yeah.
He looks
Ultron,
like
Robert California. James Spader's great.
No. I know him from TV shows.
Robert California. Yeah.
Boston Legal, that kind of stuff.
Ultron.
All right, we didn't have a Christmas song then. So.
Hey, Joe Balls, Merry Christmas. I'm Manoj. I heard you saw Janus.
Yeah, my paisan. Let me tell you what he got me this year. On the first day of Christmas, my paisan gave to me a ride in his IROC Z. I love that car. On the second day of Christmas, my paisan gave to me 2 guinea teas and a ride in his IROC Z. On the third day of Christmas, my paisan gave to me all 3 Godfathers, 2 guinea teas, and a ride in his IROC Z.
And it goes on and on and on. The best day of the 12 days is the 11th day, and because the 11th day is the Sinatra set. And we have a moment of...
On the 11th day of Christmas, my paisan gave to me 11 Sinatra CDs.
Moment of silence for the chairman of the board.
Yeah. Gets me all choked up. All right, here's a country unheard from. Are you kidding me? Tomboy Dot is up next. Tomboy Dot, where have ye been?
Oh, hi. Out here somewhere.
Okay. Never heard from you the whole NASCAR season, the whole football season. Never heard from you.
Oh, yeah. I got kind of depressed when Jimmy quit driving and lost a little interest in that.
Well, you know what? That's a lot of people.
Me too.
That's a lot of people.
I'm right there with her.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try again. I always try when it comes down for the Daytona 500. I want to see the new
Truex is my only guy now.
I want to see the new car. They've got the single lug nut now on the wheel. The wheels are wider. I want to see how this thing races. So I try every year.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. I look forward to the opening game and the game race. I like it both. Games and races. Yeah, I like it all. Yeah. Let's get on the picks here.
You want to get on the picks? Okay. The 49ers are minus 3.5 at the Titans.
I'm going to pick the Titans.
Ooh, she's going with the Titans on it.
We are the Titans.
All right.
If they really want to win, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they do. The Browns are getting 7.5 at the Packers.
Packers.
What the hell's going on out here?
Losing my guys. The Bills get 2.5 at the Patriots.
I'm going to pick the Patriots.
I mean, look, Thom did a great job, and he's a tough guy. We all know that.
Thank you. Appreciate Bill saying that about me. And in our tiebreaker, Houston gets 2.5 against Auburn in Birmingham.
I'm going to pick Houston.
Houston, we have a problem.
All right, Tomboy Dot, we got you in. Have a wonderful Christmas.
Yeah, we will. You were talking about Christmas memories earlier.
Yeah.
I got a Dino the Dinosaur one year. Now, it's probably worth a lot of money if I could look at my mama's house. It's near where my brother lives. She's not there anymore, but it was a big fuzzy purple dinosaur, and it had like a battery operated remote with the thread. He was a construction worker, and he'd make it go. It would spin around and turn and go wherever you wanted it to go, and it would go up and down. It was really cool. One of those things that might be worth a lot of money. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
I wish I had some of the stuff I got. I got the very first video game when I was a kid, and I wish I still had that thing. The what was it? The Atari, or was it Intel? No, was it? I don't know who made it. It was Pong, and there was a ball that went a white dot that went back and forth and back and forth. You played tennis or ping pong with it, and then you would turn around and play something else with it. You'd play like hockey with it, that kind of thing.
Oh, that was the first one, wasn't
The
it?
very first one. It was in television, maybe, or I don't know who. No, Nintendo. It was Nintendo. I think that was the very first one. Yeah, it was a Nintendo. All right, Dot. Well, I appreciate you. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Now it's the I love getting the gifts that the kids, and I love giving more than anything. I mean, I love giving all the gifts to the kids and can't wait to see them open, what we got. I'm responsible for all the boys, so I get the boys' gifts, both the boy grandkids and the boy sons, and there's a lot of fish and stuff in it. But for me, this time of year, just going to be totally honest with you, Rapala, which is one of my sponsors for Bassmaster Radio, part of my deal with Rapala is that every year at this time of year in December, I get a $1,500 allotment from Rapala.
Nice.
And I just go to the site and just order. And my stuff comes. And when that Rapala box shows up, or 2 or 3 or 4 Rapala boxes show up, and there's $1,500 worth of VMC hooks and Rapala DTs and all the other stuff that I get from them, Terminator and everything else. I mean, that's like Christmas Day for me. Unwrapping that box, taking that out to the barn and just hanging all that stuff up. Man, it's like happy birthday or Merry Christmas to me. Grumpy is next. Grumpy, welcome to the show. Grumpy, are you going to Birmingham for the game or what?
Oh, yeah, club level seats, the works.
Have you been in that stadium yet?
No, it's outdoor seating only, but when you buy the club level, you have access to the covered area that is the concession area on the club level.
Right.
They don't have any covered seats there, but no, I haven't been there.
They don't have any covered seats, or there are no indoor seats? Nothing even covered?
I think the indoor seats are only, when I looked at the website trying to order the best seats possible, because I'm taking McCringleberry, it was like, I got the best seats, and they were outdoor seating, but you could go up the stairs and go into the covered area, or an air-conditioned, weathered area,
But I think the weather's going to be... The weather's supposed to be pretty nice, so maybe it'll be all right. Yeah.
Good. But I have been to that ranch in Yellowstone in Darby. McCringleberry and I have been up there a few times.
Get out of here! You've been to the actual Yellowstone ranch?
Yeah, fished on it, and it had a pond there, and we got on there and fished on it. This was years ago, but we've been up there. Turkey, deer, even went for a bear one time.
I need a review on the stadium when you're next week or whenever it is after the game. Give me a review on the stadium. I'm very interested in it. I'm fired up for the USFL games, and we just found out that yesterday the USFL they're going to have 21 games on Fox, and they just did a deal with NBC. They're going to have 22 games, I think, on NBC. So it's like every single USFL game. And a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, every single USFL game will be televised nationally. That's pretty cool.
Tom, I realize that there's liability issues when you get a bus, and you probably have to pay a big bill to have the liability of transporting people in your bus. Just make the tickets more expensive if you got to cover your nut, but get the bus to the game.
We should go to a game. We should go to a Birmingham Stallions game. There's no Birmingham Stallions against the Tampa Bay Bandits. A big, another big name team out of the league. Yeah.
And just charge what you got to charge, and have a few that you give away. Hey, listen, I wanted to cover this because I don't get to talk to you until after Cincinnati beats Alabama. What do you think, if you're going to give any respect to Cincinnati at all, if they score X number of points in the first half, what is that number to where you say, hey, Cincinnati's okay? First half. Before the attrition starts.
They would have to score. If Cincinnati scored 14 points, I'd be impressed in the first half. If they could score 14, because here's the thing: Cincinnati's hope here is defense and playing keep away. They're not a dynamic offense at all. They're not a dynamic offense. So I think their shot is defensively. If they hold. If it were 17-14 Alabama at the half, I would be very impressed with Cincinnati.
Okay, two more questions, and then I'll send in my trifecta. Is Alabama, sure they made the playoffs, but are they going to have a little dip because they're playing Cincinnati, like you just explained Auburn would against Houston?
No, they want to beat the brakes off.
Any at all?
No, because it's a playoff game. You got to win to get to where they want to get, and it's an opportunity for them to, pound down those guys. So.
And then the last question is if Cincinnati holds Alabama to how many points in the first half will you be impressed with their defense?
17. somewhere in there.
Okay.
If they could hold Alabama to 17 in the first half, I would be very impressed.
All right, man. I'll send in my picks.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it. Smokey Mike is next. Smokey Mike, he's gone. Rude Dog is next. Rude Dog, welcome to the show. How are you? Talk to me, Rude Dog. Rude Dog.
Hey, what's happening?
There he is. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Did you give Grizz your information so that he can send you your tickets that you won when you beat me?
Yeah, I sure did.
Okay, good.
Let's get in on this.
Yeah, he's good.
All right, 49ers minus 3.5 at the Titans.
I'm going with the Titans.
We are the Titans.
Browns plus 7.5 at the Packers.
Packers.
Yeah, of course.
What the hell's going on out here?
Tallman is the only one that took the Browns, and he didn't take the Browns. He took the anti-Packer pick. The Bills get 2.5 at the Pats.
Bills.
It's butt cold out here.
And Houston gets 2.5 against Auburn.
Houston, we have a problem.
And see, Alabama has something to play for. Auburn doesn't so much. That's why I think that happens that way. All right, Rude Dog, we got you in.
All right, bro.
Do I got time for Mark? All right, let me get Mark in. He'll be the last one. Mark, what do you got?
Hey.
You want to get out of this deal?
Let's just go in straight into the pick.
All right, 49ers minus 3.5 at the Titans.
Titans.
We are the Titans.
Every single pick on the air took the Titans. Browns get 7.5 at the Packers.
Oh, give me the Packers.
What the hell's going on out here?
Every single pick on the air took the Packers. Bills get 2.5 at the Pats.
About the time Pats do a number on Bills, so let's do the Pats.
The Pats.
I just can't take it anymore.
And Houston gets 2.5 against Auburn.
Houston, go Houston.
Houston, we have a problem.
All right, we got you,
Merry
Mark.
Christmas, guys. I appreciate y'all.
All right, Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to all of you out there that put up with our zaniness. We appreciate you so much. Merry Christmas to you, Grizz.
You as well, sir. To everyone, thank you.
Coming up next, it's the Chuck Oliver Show. Paul Feinbaum and The Drive with Wes and Steve. It's all right here on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
TOC Sports has been there for you. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what does that mean? It means for more than 20 years, Alabama's largest orthopedic group has been there providing coverage and care to more schools and student athletes in the Tennessee Valley than any other group. It means whether you are the star football player, the all-region volleyball ace, or someone who hurt their knee in a weekend pickup basketball game, TOC Sports physicians are proud to have the opportunity to care for all your orthopedic needs. It means for parents, coaches, athletes, desk jockeys, or even weekend warriors, TOC Sports physicians continue to meet and exceed the orthopedic and sports medicine needs of our community. But most importantly, during these challenging times, we're here for you now and will continue to be here. So as long as there are players on the field, games to be played, and contests